Virat Kohli, time to raise the bat, 100 test matches. So it's time for us to pay tribute to him on Hogg's vlog. Also on this vlog, we're going to have a quick preview of India, Sri Lanka and Australia, Pakistan. But let's get on to Virat Kohli. What an absolute legend. Resilience, determination, discipline. What he brought to the Indian lineup as a leader was astronomical. The fitness regimes. There were non-negotiables. He took India to a new level. MS Dhoni had already taken India to the next level, but Virat Kohli took them to another level, and the win percentages with him leading the team far outweigh any other skipper that has led India. So well done to Virat Kohli in that regard. Also, if I look back through his career, he's had some wonderful, phenomenal performances. Plenty of hundreds, some double hundreds, but the one that I thought was one of the best was an Adelaide Test match back in 2014. He was under pressure against Mitchell Johnson when he was firing at his best. The quickest bowler going around at that particular time. Got hit on the head early, didn't faze him, didn't unrattle him. He got on with the job and made a brilliant 140 that game. So that was one memory that really highlights his resilience, determination, and his courage. Absolute brilliant player there. But I've been comparing him to Sachin Tendulkar, or looking at Sachin Tendulkar's journey, and see where Sachin was at the 100-game mark. For me, they've made the same amount of hundreds, both in one-day cricket and Test cricket for India. Sachin 69, Virat Kohli 70. But Virat Kohli had played 20 more games than Sachin at that time. Virat Kohli's got a few more 50s as well. But also, Virat Kohli, throughout his career, has played 200 more first-class games as well. That's including the 200 games he's played in IPL cricket. So he's had a lot more cricket than what Sachin Tendulkar did. He didn't have the time to rest and rejuvenate his batteries. He was leading India in all three formats. He was leading RCB in all the formats. So it just shows the toughness that he had within the mind, the way that he was able to control the emotions to get through those tough periods. So for me, Virat Kohli is probably the greatest, if not one of the greatest cricketers that I have seen at international level. He's definitely in the top 5, but I rank him as number 1 with the pressures that he's had on. Yes, his performances have dropped off over the last couple of years. He hasn't made those hundreds, but he was still a great leader. He was in bio bubbles. The amount of freedoms that he has was limited, but he still led that team well, and he still performed quite admirably. The averages didn't drop off. And the other thing that I liked about him, between all the countries, his averages don't differ. And it surprises me that he averaged about 30 on Indian soil against Australia. But the big test for me as an Australian was averaging over 50 on Australian soil. You don't get much better than that. Virat Kohli, well done to you. Congratulations on 100 games, mate. And keep entertaining, and hopefully you can get to 200 test matches like Sachin Tendulkar. Well done, buddy, and great job. Finally, Australia have hit Pakistan soils after 24 years. So this is going to be a heated series. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a tight tussle. But straight away, we're at Rawalpindi, and that particular venue, there are hardly any draws there. 77% of the games have victories on it. Pakistan have won the majority of those victories, and teams batting second generally come out in front. So if you win the toss, do you have the courage of batting second? That will be the big call for Australia, who are travelling there. But it seems as though it's going to be fast and bouncy. The Pakistan team have got out there with a little bit of marble on a good length to really sharpen up the reflexes on those short pitch deliveries because of the Australian pace battery. And also, is there going to be that extra bounce? I think there's got to be a lot of swing. You've got to attack the stumps on this wicket. But if we look at the two teams, I think Pakistan are depleted now, and Australia have got a huge opportunity of going 1-0 ahead in this series. Fahim at number 7 is your biggest loss, Pakistan. the all-round ability. He holds that batting lineup together, and the top order know that they've got that experience down the bottom, someone who can get them out of tight periods of play, or tight situations, should I say. His bowling just adds depth as well. He's not sluggish. He can bowl some pace and he can move the ball both ways, and he would have troubled the Australian batsmen. Then you've lost your two other Premier quicks that you're going to play. Hassan Ali, your frontline quick, and then your replacement, Haris Rauf. He's out as well. So two of your main bowlers are out. So you've got to go to Wasim Jr. and Nazim. Now, both of those are quality bowlers, but I think Australia can capitalise just on that little bit of weakness there. So for me, Australia will go in with Usman Khawaja to open the batting with David Warner. Well done, Aussie. Hope you really enjoy the being back out home and playing close to where you were born. Smith, Labuschagne coming in out 4 and 3. I went around the back way there. I love doing that. Head will be out 5. Green out 6. I think they will go in with Kerry as the keeper. They'll go in with their 3 frontline quicks, and they definitely have to go in with spin, especially if they have to bowl on the final 2 days, because it will be a little bit of turn there, and Nathan Lyon is the perfect man there to get that bit of overspin and bounce. Then we go over to Pakistan. Now, they've got some headaches. They've got a good quality batting lineup with Shafiq and Masood opening the batting, Azhar Ali, Babar Azam, and then Alam out number 5 and Rizwan out number 6. But where the holes start to appear is in the lower order. Fahim coming in at number 7. He's gone. He's played some handy knocks over the years where he saved Pakistan in that regard with some good runs on the board, but also his bowling where he swings it both ways. A little bit of pace is going to be missed on this Rawalpindi wicket. So his all-round ability has caused some headaches, because I want to go in with 5 bowlers and they need 2 frontline spinners and 3 quality quicks. So they can't go with Iftikhar out number 7 to add batting depth. They've got to go with those 5 quicks against this Australian batting lineup. So they'll go with Naman and Shajib as the 2 spinners, and then you've got Wasim Jr., Nazim and Shaheen Afridi as the quicks. Now that's the lineup that Pakistan didn't want, and all of a sudden I see Australia being favourites out Rawalpindi. They've got a huge chance here of getting in front of Pakistan, but at the toss of the coin, I'd actually bat second. It's against the grain of what Australia like to do, but teams batting second out Rawalpindi generally come out in front and win the contest. And what about, we have a question about Virat Kohli. What are the best performances you remember of Virat Kohli as he comes and plays his 100th game? Congratulations, Virat Kohli. We raise the bat to you for 100 games. Thanks very much for joining me, guys. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon for another Hogg's Vlog.